in the 2024 NBA Draft.
The 14th pick in the 2024 NBA Draft presented by State Farm.
The 2024 NBA Draft is over, and all eyes are on the Hawks after their shocking decision with the #1 pick. Some analysts are calling it a stroke of genius, a franchise-altering move. And others, well, let's just say that they're not so convinced. Was this a master plan or a massive gamble? We're going to dive deep into the Atlanta Hawks draft pick, break down the arguments on both sides, and tell you exactly what this means for the future of the team. So buckle up, Hawks fans, because it's about to get real. Some NBA executives have gone as far as to say that this year's NBA draft was the worst that they've ever seen. Whether or not this will prove to be true remains to be seen. But recent history suggests we might look to the 2013 NBA draft for comparison. That draft is widely regarded as one of the worst in recent memory. Sure, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Rudy Gobert emerged as stars despite being middle to late first-round picks, but the top of the draft left much to be desired, especially with the first overall pick, considered one of the biggest busts in NBA history. However, there's something many analysts and draft experts seem to be overlooking, especially when it comes to the top of this year's class. In my opinion, much of this revolves around the top pick, Zaccharie Risacher. If you haven't seen him play, he is impressive and has the potential to be great. For a draft being described as lacking a player worthy of the #1 overall selection, it's baffling the disrespect towards Risacher. On the night of June 26th, the Atlanta Hawks made history by selecting the French sensation Zaccharie Risacher as the #1 overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft. This monumental decision has been nearly 5 decades in the making, marking a significant moment for the Hawks and their devout fans. During the post-draft press conference, General Manager Landry Fields fielded questions from the media, with many eager to hear how Risacher will fit into the team's future. Fields explained to reporters that having this pick wasn't about choosing a specific direction. Instead, they saw it as a chance to draft who they believed was the top player in the draft. He said this: "We weren't focused on projecting what the roster will ultimately look like," Fields emphasized. "We believe this player is someone we can build with regardless of how the roster shapes up." Given the odds of winning the lottery, Risacher's impact on the team will undoubtedly provide a significant boost that the Hawks weren't expecting to have. He must dispel any doubts about his abilities, especially since he's often seen as one of the most underrated #1 overall picks in recent memory. A successful rookie season will not only earn him the respect of the masses, but also ignite a renewed excitement among Hawks fans about the team's future prospects. The opportunity to play alongside a dynamic talent like Trae Young will undoubtedly accelerate Risacher's development, particularly on the offensive end of the court. His diverse skill set will prove invaluable to the Hawks, enhancing their versatility and effectiveness on both ends of the floor. And despite being just 19 years old, Risacher's already shown flashes of brilliance that suggest he has a promising future ahead of him. His youth not only underscores his potential, but also indicates that he has plenty of room to grow and refine his game over the years to come. This bodes well for the Hawks as they look to build a competitive team for the long term. Risacher is a standout shooter poised to reach elite status, bolstered by his exceptional perimeter defense. Standing tall at 6'10" with a 6'9" wingspan, he possesses a rare combination that makes blocking his jump shots a daunting task. His athleticism shines brightest on the fast break, showcasing his ability to finish strongly at the rim. Teaming him up with Young, Risacher's dynamic playstyle promises electrifying highlights, particularly with his shooting prowess and defensive skills. However, this shift may come at the expense of DeAndre Hunter, whose role might adjust to complement Risacher's strengths. Considering Hunter's capabilities, he could excel as a key bench player if the front office decides to retain him despite the changes. Risacher's performance in both the NBA Summer League and the 2024 Summer Olympics will determine his role in the team's rotation. If he excels, there's a strong chance that head coach Quinn Snyder will elevate the 2024 Euro Cup rising star to the starting lineup come October. However, it's crucial to understand that his development will require patience and careful planning from the coaching staff. Despite this being a long-term project, Atlanta Hawks fans should be eager about what's to come at State Farm Arena. The coaching staff must be committed to ensuring Risacher reaches his full potential as a future star. With the departure of DeJounte Murray, Risacher's role within the organization has become more significant, ultimately shaping the franchise's destiny. As Jalen Johnson assumes the role of the second option, Risacher is going to need to grow into a reliable third option. Risacher, alongside Young and Johnson, are viewed as essential to the team's future plans. Unlike typical number 1 draft picks who often carry a franchise's weight early on, Risacher joins a Hawks squad already anchored by a centerpiece, positioning him as the final piece of a formidable long-term core. His potential at the small forward position surpasses that of Hunter, presenting a valuable opportunity for the Hawks to capitalize on his talent. As time unfolds, we'll see how the trio performs together and develops their unique offensive chemistry. Johnson and Risacher will excel in defending the wings, while also serving as key offensive assets for Young. Each has the potential to shine and make their mark in distinctive ways. If Risacher realizes his full potential in Atlanta, the Hawks will boast 3 draft-acquired players performing at a star level. This could finally earn Young the respect that he deserves as one of the league's top point guards, thriving in a system tailored to his strengths. And while it can be nerve-wracking, fans can only cheer from the sidelines as the front office works tirelessly to enhance the team, with drafting Risacher marking a significant stride in the right direction, at least hopefully. But what do you think? Was drafting Zaccharie Risacher with the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft the right move for the Atlanta Hawks? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.